Hi everybody, this is Kim. Welcome back. It was funny because I was talking to a friend today about delivering DoorDash, and she asked if I ever did anything stupid. Yes, I have done some stupid things. I've only been doing DoorDash and Grubhub, I don't know, about 5 months now, but I have done some stupid things, and I'm going to share them with you. Funny, huh? Anyways, before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe. Really appreciate that. And here I'm going to share my duh moments. Okay. So the first thing, go to the wrong restaurant. So I accepted an Urbane Cafe order. I have 10 minutes to get there, no problem. Park and try to mark that I have arrived. Wrong, it won't let me. It says, "Are you sure you're at the restaurant?" Well, yeah. I look closer. Nope, I'm not at the right restaurant. I'm supposed to be at Urban Plates. Whoops. So good thing they were close to each other, so I could easily get to the correct restaurant. But oh my God, it felt so stupid. Luckily, I didn't walk in and ask for the order or something. That would have been really embarrassing. Oh, okay, correct restaurant, but long location. I've done this a couple times. First was a Chipotle order. I'm right next to a Chipotle, so I don't know. I didn't even look at the address. I just assume, yeah, hey, here we go. So walk up. Again with the, "Are you sure you're at the right restaurant?" It won't let me check in because I was at the wrong Chipotle. So I had to drive, like 10 minutes the other direction to get to the right one. Oh my goodness. So drive over there, pick up the order, and move on. Duh. And I did it again. Actually, this was during my first week of dashing. I get this Jamba Juice order. I am right near a particular Jamba Juice, so I just assume that's the one where the order is because I'm like literally right there. Anyways, I go there. They're not open yet, so I kind of open the door and ask the guy. I tell him who I am and I'm here to pick up a DoorDash. He goes, "I haven't received any DoorDash orders." He goes, "But we're not even actually open." He goes, the DoorDashes won't come until we're open." I'm like, okay, whatever. So I sit in the car for like 10 minutes. It was like 10 to 10 when I got there or something. 10 o'clock, I go back to the thing. He goes, "I haven't gotten anything." I'm like, oh, wow, that's weird. So I decided to just mark that I had arrived so that the customer would know that I'm at least there waiting. And it's that same error. "Are you sure you arrived?" Doesn't seem like it is the right place. And then my daughter was with me, and we both just started busting up laughing because we both noticed at the same time it was supposed to be the other Jamba Juice. I'm like, oh my God. So now I'm like super late to pick this order up. So I texted the customer right away and like, oh my God, I'm so stupid. I can't believe this. I went to the wrong Jamba Juice. I've been waiting for them to open. I'm so sorry. I'm going to drive over to the other Jamba Juice now and pick up your order. And they were fine with it. It was funny. But, oh my God, I felt like such an idiot. Anyways. Oh, this is a good one. So I get the CVS order. It was only 2 items, 2 miles. Okay, I think it was $11, the offer. Easy. So I go in, find the items, and I go up to pay, and I forgot to put the red card in my wallet. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have it. So I called support hoping that they had a way for me to pay without the card. I don't know if that was even possible. This was my very first red card attempt. Anyways, they basically told me I was out of luck and that they would have to unassign the order. I'm like, okay. So I unassigned it and felt really stupid. I didn't get paid anything for it, but that was fine because I just felt dumb. Then I found out later that you can pay for the item and get reimbursed. But the support person didn't even offer that as a solution. So anyways, I wasted a few minutes shopping at CVS and I learned my lesson. Now I make sure I have the card with me. I was just like dumb. Okay, here's another one. Where's the house? Okay, this was another one that was during the first couple days of delivering. I didn't use navigation because I knew where the street was. It was a neighborhood that I was familiar with. In my head, I had the numbers transposed of the address. I don't remember what the actual address was, but let's just use this as an example, okay? 145 Main Street was the address that was on the app, but in my head, I saw it as 154 Main Street. So I'm driving back and forth looking for 154 Main Street. There is no 154. So I'm parked, looking at my phone, trying to pull up a different map, and I thought maybe I was on the wrong street. I don't know. I didn't even look again at the number. Or if I did, my head just kept changing it to 154. So this guy comes up and knocks on the window and asked if I was the Doordash driver and if I had his food. He told me his name or whatever. I'm like, oh my God, yes, I do have your food. I'm like, I couldn't find your house. He goes, well, it's right there. So I look up and I see 145 and I'm like, oh my God, I was looking for 154. It was funny. I laughed and I apologized. He thought it was funny too. So it's like, hey, yeah, you've been there, done that. So anyways, it was pretty funny. But now I'm very, very careful. Make sure I'm looking at it correctly. Okay, this one was pretty funny too. So it's a Cheesecake Factory pickup. I parked in the curbside pickup area. Our Cheesecake Factory probably has 30 spots that you can park in for a pickup. So anyways, it's right next to the area where you walk to pick up the food. So I waited about 10 minutes, grabbed my food. It was a really large order. There was drinks and 2 big heavy bags. So I'm carrying all this stuff and my phone. Anyways, I'm trying to walk back to where I thought my car was. My heart sinks when there are no cars parked in the area where I thought I parked. I'm like walking right up to where I'm like, oh my God, I thought I parked right here. I stood there for a minute wondering how someone could have stolen my car. It has an alarm and I was standing like, just 100 feet away. I would have heard the alarm. And supposedly BMWs are hard to steal. Anyways, after about 30 seconds standing there, I realized that I drove the other car and it was parked actually right across from where I was standing. I was like, I saw it the whole time, but I wasn't looking for that car. Duh. Anyways, that was really funny. I did this one time at Disneyland too, which was really crazy. I had taken my dad's car. Me and a girlfriend of mine, we went to Disneyland. It was like a New Year's Eve thing or something because we were there really late at night. And we came out because we wanted to leave. And I'm usually really good about where I park and remembering that. So I had this little red Datsun. So I'm walking around looking for this car. Like, oh my God, where's my car? Someone stole my car. Oh my God, we're walking up and down all the aisles, in that area where I really knew where I had parked. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, it's not here. I'm like, we must have parked somewhere else. And I'm like, let's just go back in the park and we'll just come out after it closes and then my car will be the only one here. It'll be easy to find. So we go back in for a couple hours, come back out later, and as we're walking out, I see my dad's car sitting right there. I'm like, oh my God. We were looking for the wrong car all along. We took my dad's car. Anyways, it was very funny. We talked about that for years. So, yeah, remember what car you drove. Not just where you parked, but which car you're looking for. Oh, anyways, that was funny. So, have you done any dumb things lately? DoorDash or non-DoorDash related? Are you brave enough to share? Put your story in the comments below. I'd love to read it. I think it'd be fun. None of the things that I did caused anything more than a little inconvenience to me or to the customers, but I still felt bad. And when you do something stupid, I don't know that it teaches you anything, but you won't do the exact same thing usually more than once. Although I did with the Jamba Juice and the Chipotle, went to the wrong location for the restaurant. But those things all happened kind of at the beginning of my DoorDash career. Now I am much more careful, and I always use navigation, even if I know where I'm going, because it really helps you find the exact house. So that's another thing I do that I didn't really do at the beginning. I Doordash and Grubhub in the area where I live, so I'm pretty familiar with the streets and things because I've lived here for a very long time. But I use navigation every time now. It's funny. And sometimes I'll even do the navigation for the restaurant, even though I know where it is. If there's more than one, just to make sure I'm going to the right one. Anyways, I hope some of you share some stories. I think it'll be fun to read. So thanks so much for clicking on this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.